Hi there, you're at the Cronos Wyckoff analysis session, so we'll quickly look at both weekly and daily time frame and see what the patterns are telling us. This one in the weekly, we already talked about the sign of strength. We see a bit of retracement for a test, and now in the weekly time frame it seems this is heading towards, or at least it's getting towards the phrase of PSY, the preliminary supply, and the next buying climax would be in sight. So hopefully this is really the leg like the one over here, because supposedly the sign of strength after the retracement, that's where it's heading to. However, sometimes there may be more than one sign of strength. So if I drag this down, this leg up here, yeah, is not as high as the automatic rally. This one is absolutely way higher, but then there was retracements. There may be a chance that we've got 2 or 3 peaks of SOS. Let's say if this doesn't go above this blue line, this resistance line at around 0.112, 0.12, then it will come back. I'll consider that there's another sign of strength, and then it can go test again and then come back again. That's the third one, and eventually it goes to the buying climax. So don't expect only one sign of strength can happen, because we've seen in different charts that this is not the case. So assuming a simple scenario that it really is, then the buying climax may go and retest this 0.19 or 0.20 level. That's the long-term range that's set by the previous peak. Though there's no, it doesn't mean there's no resistance at this level. This level at around 0.16, it can like go a little bit lower, 0.1, really 0.16 to 0.17. This range can be a resistant range. So have this in mind, supposing or assuming it is a positive scenario. When we go to the daily, then what we're seeing now here, we already covered the sign of strength last time. Last week it probably was here before this price surge. So as of this moment, it's like it's reaching the buying climax. Is it finished? Maybe, because you look at these volume. It's today there's a little bit of rise because of the price falling way lower, and people try to push it back up, and this is a sign that there's quite a bit of selling force, especially this long red pin over here just on Monday. So the price touched or got close to 0.12. Remember the level we talked about just now, and then these few days people have been trying to push the price upwards, but similar sense there's pretty of more selling as well. So be careful, this is people FOMOing in, because if retail FOMO in, that means the distribution may be nearing its end. Even though this buying climax, the good side or the happy side for whoever successfully gone into the trade, is this level is higher than the upthrust in late May. If like it comes down and finds support at around 10 cents and eventually consolidate and go for another upward movement to the upthrust, if really there is an upthrust at this stage, it can retest the 0.12 level and maybe even higher. So that's a very positive scenario. However, it has to be supported by the weekly. So if it really successfully go over 0.12 and head towards the new buying climax, then that's where this upthrust is going. So that's the first scenario. Come back for a little retracement, upward for an upthrust. The second scenario, finish this accumulation distribution cycle, accumulate a little, and then find a new distribution cycle. So in the weekly chart, it will happen in a way that, okay, so it's going up, but the PSY can be very wavy. That's where in the daily chart, the new consolidation happens, and then it goes up to the buying climax. Then that's the new distribution cycle in the weekly, in the daily chart. So it all depends on how it happens in the weekly, and in the daily it will exhibit maybe just one single distribution cycle if it's scenario 1. If it's the second scenario where the PSY period has a little bit of retracement, then it will be a new distribution cycle appearing in the daily chart.